Making soap bars is a fascinating blend of science and creativity. From its humble beginnings as a mix of fats and oils, soap undergoes a fascinating transformation. But how does it all come together? Well, in today's video, we will guide you through the soap making process in just 6 steps. So stay with us as we reveal how that bar of soap transforms from basic ingredients into the essential cleanser you rely on daily. Step 1. Raw material preparation. The initial phase of soap bar production involves sourcing and preparing raw materials. Although both liquid and soap bars serve the primary cleaning function, their manufacturing processes cater to distinct preferences and uses. Soap bar is recognized for its straightforward and traditional approach, while liquid soap provides flexibility and convenience in dispensing. In this video, though, we will deal exclusively with soap bar, whose primary ingredients are fats and oils derived from either animal or plant sources. Animal fats, like tallows, come from beef or sheep, while vegetable oils might include coconut, palm, or olive oil. These fats and oils are the foundation of the soap and are essential for the saponification process. More on that later. Now, you can't make soap with fats and oils alone. You need a strong base to kick off the chemical reaction that turns these fats into soap. This is where sodium hydroxide, commonly known as lye, comes in. Lye is a powerful alkaline substance that, when mixed with fats and oils, causes a reaction that transforms them into soap and glycerin. But wait, there's more. Soap isn't just about cleaning, it can also be a sensory experience. To make the soap more appealing, manufacturers often add fragrances and colorants. These extras give the soap its lovely scents and colors. Imagine your favorite soap bar. Maybe it's lavender scented or has a refreshing citrus aroma. These delightful features are added during the preparation phase. There are also special ingredients like moisturizers, exfoliants, or essential oils that can be included to make the soap even more beneficial for your skin. For example, adding shea butter can make the soap more moisturizing, while oatmeal can provide a gentle exfoliating effect. Step 2. Saponification. The core of soap making is the saponification reaction. These fats and oils are combined with a strong base called sodium hydroxide, commonly known as lye. When these two meet, they kick off a chemical reaction that transforms them into something completely new: soap and glycerin. This is the saponification process. In an industrial setting, this isn't done in a small pot on the stove, but in massive heated kettles known as saponification reactors, which are huge stainless steel vats, carefully controlled for temperature and mixing. These reactors ensure that the fats and oils are thoroughly blended with the lye, creating a consistent and efficient reaction. The reaction itself is exothermic, which means it generates heat. This heat helps speed up the process and ensures that all the fats and oils are fully converted into soap. During saponification, the fats break down into fatty acids and glycerol. The lye then reacts with the fatty acids to form soap molecules, while glycerol or glycerin is a valuable byproduct that can be used in other products like lotions and moisturizers. This stage is all about getting the right balance and making sure the reaction goes to completion. Any leftover lye or fats would mean the soap isn't ready yet. Step 3. Soap purification. After the fats and oils have turned into soap through the saponification process, the mixture is not yet ready for use. It contains not only soap, but also glycerin and other impurities that need to be removed. This is where the purification process comes in, and it's quite an interesting step. To separate the soap from the unwanted stuff, soap makers use a method called salting out. When salt is added to the soapy mix, it causes the soap to solidify and float to the top. This happens because soap is less dense and doesn't dissolve well in salty water. Once the soap has risen to the top, it's skimmed off, leaving behind a liquid mixture of glycerin, water, and other residues. This leftover liquid is drained away, and the soap is collected. But the purification process doesn't stop there. Even after the initial salting out, the soap may still contain small amounts of impurities. So, the soap is washed and treated several times to ensure it's as pure as possible. This can involve additional rounds of salting out or other methods to make sure that the final soap product is clean and ready for the next steps. The purified soap is now much closer to the bars you use at home, but there are still a few more stages to go. Step 4. The drying process. Once the soap mixture has gone through purification, the next step is drying. This part is crucial to get the soap ready for shaping into bars. The soap mixture at this stage is still a bit like a thick, gooey paste. To turn it into solid bars that you can hold, it needs to lose a lot of its water content. Here's how they do it. In factories, they use special machines called vacuum spray dryers. These machines work kind of like giant hair dryers, but in reverse. Instead of blowing hot air, they create a vacuum inside a chamber where the soap mixture is sprayed. This vacuum sucks out the moisture quickly. Why do they do this? Well, soap with too much water would be soft and mushy. You wouldn't want a soap bar that melts away in your hands too quickly, right? So by drying it this way, they make sure the soap becomes firm and solid, ready to be cut into bars. After the drying process, what you get is a big solid mass of soap. It's still not quite ready for your shower though. This mass of soap goes through more steps to make sure it's just right. They run it through machines that press and smooth it out, like a giant dough roller. This step not only gives the soap a nice, smooth texture, but also helps mix in any extra stuff like scents or colors that make the soap smell and look nice. Step 5. Milling and refining. Now that soap has gone through the drying process, it's time to smoothen and perfect it using a large machine with rollers that look like giant rolling pins but are super precise. This machine shall be called a mill, and its job shall be to refine the soap. Here's how this works. The dried soap, now in chunks right off the lyre, passes through those rollers. What these rolls do is press and roll the soap over and over, kind of like kneading dough on a much bigger scale. Now, this rolling action smooths bumps, but it also mixes in any extras you want to have in your soap, like nice fragrances, pretty colors, or moisturizers. Think of this as if you were to make a real fancy cake where you would want to mix just the right flavors and colors. In soap making, everything is mixed in to make each bar top-notch. This is an important step, as it will ensure your finished soap feels nice when you use it and looks great too. After milling, the soap is homogenized. That's a big phrase for they mix everything really well to make sure each part of the soap is the same. It will guarantee that each piece of soap leaving the factory gates is just as good as the preceding one. 6. Shaping and packaging. After refining and the addition of all the nice fragrances and colors, it is time to get the bars shaped into what most of us know as soap. This portion is rather neat and takes a few steps to get those perfect bars of soap. The soap is pushed through a machine that extrudes it into long, continuous logs. These long soap logs are then fed through another machine that cuts them into solitary bars. A guide within the cutting machine measures each bar to ensure they're all exactly alike in size and weight, since consistency is key. Even everybody wants their bar of soap just right in both look and feel. Once soaps have been cut into bars, stamping begins. A mold, or rather a brand logo stamp, is pressed into each bar or any other design onto its surface. Press and it's instant. An ugly plain soap transforms into a nice branded product, market ready. Stamps not only give soaps a professional look, but they are also identification means for the brand. Following this, there is a quality check for the said soap bars. Workers, or in some cases automated systems, inspect each bar for defects, like cracks and air bubbles, and see to it that only the very best pass through this stage. Now, concerning wrapping, every bar remains individually wrapped to be clean and protected. This can be executed in various materials, from paper to plastic, or even some fancy eco-friendly wraps. Wrapping includes all the labeling with informative content, ingredients, branding, and so on. Then, the soap bars are wrapped and packaged for distribution. They are taken and put in cartons, which are then sealed and labeled. These cartons are further stacked onto pallets and loaded onto trucks, where they get shipped off to various stores and finally end up in your bathroom. That is how such a simple mixture of oils and lye become one of your everyday bathroom staples.